Time now for Football Friday Night, powered by WCTV.tv.
South Georgia's oldest football rivalry writes another chapter tonight. Could Colquitt hold off Valdosta?
High-flying offense at Corey Field as Munroe tries to spring the upset at NFC. That's a good one.
But first, a battle in Crawfordville of two old-school Big Bend rivals as the Bulldogs and the War Eagles renew their bad blood. You just can't go wrong with any of our options tonight on Football Friday Night. My name's Ryan Kelly. His name's Dominic Miranda. And Dom, this a stellar week of ball games. Crunch time is here.
Crunch time is here, and so are the offenses. Apparently, so many touchdowns we have in store for you tonight. I cannot wait to show the people.
We've got some awesome stuff, but as we said, the tip of the iceberg, well, it's Wakulla and Suwannee at J.D. Jones Stadium. There's no reason to give you any huge, big, interesting stats because the math is really simple. One, all it takes is one win tonight. The winner gets the district title. They both already beat Taylor County, both 1-0 into Suburban District 4.
And yeah, it was really strength on strength is what I wanted to say with our matchup stats. Wakulla offense, Suwannee defense, something had to give.
Unstoppable force, immovable object. J.D. Jones Stadium is where we go. A district title on the line and a fast start in Crawfordville. I really like the Wakulla Reds. That's a really good look. And so are the Suwannee Road Whites. First
look
play,
at this.
Freshman Owen Cleese, Samron Brinson in stride. Forget about it. He's gone 80 yards to the barn to kick things off. 7-0 Wakulla before you even got your popcorn.
Hey, the Bulldogs are here to play too. Not so fast. We can light it up. Bronson Tillotson to Javarian Smith. He does the rest. Down the sideline. That was the first play of Suwannee's offensive possessions on the night. 70 yards plus a horse collar. They're knocking.
Yeah, a couple plays later, let's make it easy. Tillotson, 1 yard line, gets it himself. That's a big man calling his own numbers. And we've got ourselves a slobber knocker in Wakulla County, 7-6.
Coach Cleese got me on that phrase right there. Couple Bulldogs field goals, makes it 12-7. How about that play from Tillotson? Getting the touchdown right there to Kadarian Ivey, 10 yards. What a play. Suwannee's putting it on the War Eagles, 19-7.
Yeah, but of course, this is the Wakulla offense. Cleese,
yes.
Brinson, lather, rinse, repeat. 10 yards to the score. We have ourselves a ball game. 19-14 Suwannee into the half. And the dream season for Kyler Hall and his Bulldogs continue. They're going back to Live Oak with a lot of smiling faces tonight. I will Vanna White this final score for you ever so nicely, 22-14.
They pitched a shutout in the second half.
Against one of the best offenses in all of our entire area. I get that it's not Hayden Cleese, but that offense has not missed a beat with the younger
with
Cleese
Owen
in
Cleese.
there.
Did you see that first throw to Brinson?
Unbelievable.
I mean, holding this team to 0 points in one half of football is extremely impressive. That's 5 in a row for the Bulldogs.
Listen,
how about him?
Suwannee, Kyler Hall coaching his hometown as he's done for the better part of a decade now. This is a phenomenal story. Congratulations to all of our folks in Live Oak tonight. We will see the green and gold in the playoffs. And we'll see you on the other side of this break where we've got a ton of stellar games, including South Georgia's oldest rivalry, the Packers and the Wildcats. Come on back. It's Football Friday night.
All right, we saw just how crazy the Caro Syrup Maker student section is. They had cutouts of our faces. They made a replica of the banner. Then this last Friday night, and how about this? They gave us the banner. They gave it to us. I mean, look at that.
Look at that.
Isn't that just fantastic?
Look at that. They even got rid of my double chin. Good on you. The brownie points all around.
I need to go on some jogs after this, I think. Hit the treadmill, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah,
but
there
listen.
you go. Yeah, get a look at that camera for it. Get a look at that.
Listen, battle for the banner is ensuing. It's anybody's game, but Caro, they're setting the bar high. Show out for us, guys. We still got a few regular season games.
And hey, syrup makers, I know you're on bye, but you might want to stick around for the bottom half of the show because we've got some good news for you. We've got that plus a whole lot of games coming up after this on your Football Friday night. Welcome back to your Football Friday night. 1 down, 11 to go, and they're all stellar.
So many touchdowns. I cannot wait. It's like red zone.
This feels like NFL red zone. I'm not going to give you 7 hours of commercial-free football, but what I am going to give you is South Georgia's oldest rivalry, shall we? Valdosta coming off its first loss of the season. Colquitt County looking to stay undefeated. This one, I believe, yeah, this one's at MacTharp, right?
Looks like it.
Or is that, no, Bazemore High? I got that wrong. That's my bad. 4th and 2. The Cats get stonewalled. Cats on offense. How about that? Oh, third down. I thought you were picking it up. Whatever. That's on me. I'm all over the place, but you know what wasn't? Rickards. Oh my gosh!
I'm going to take the baton from Mr. Ryan Kelly. Listen, this was a defensive battle. Valdosta made it as difficult as it could be, but listen, Nico Fan and that Colquitt offense was too much. But look at the sacks here. Valdosta is making it difficult. This was a 10-3 game for the longest time, but look, I mean, they're going to get going. That's a pick! That's a pick for the Valdosta Wildcats. Holy cow. This is as good as it gets in South Georgia football. These two teams, top 3 in our Super 6. That's deflected. I mean, it's defense all over your screen right now. I promised touchdowns to the people, Ryan Kelly, and all they're getting is defense.
Back and forth.
This one would make it get the Wildcats to 6 points, but ultimately, Colquitt County too much. Take a look at your final. They get it done 24-6 in this one. Colquitt, even when they're not scoring at a rapid rate, still really good.
Staying undefeated are those Packers. All right. I've got my wits back about me. Seminole Sound have their wits about them, rooting on the Munroe Bobcats taking on NFC in a one suburban district game. Opening kick was an onside-er. The Bobcats got it. The home team's in business just like that. Ensuing drive, however, Luke Sather picked off Zion Perrette. First down in FC. But the Eagle drive, yeah, it would stall. They'd have to punt this ball away, and the first rule of catching is catching, but you can't do it when it's too high. It's out of the end zone. 2-0 Munroe after the safety. NFC gets on the board next drive. Terry Arnold gets the edge. He's headed to 6, 7-2 for the Eagles. But here comes that offense you expected for this game. Sather, Amari Borden, who else? The separation, I mean, come on. 9-2 for the Bobcats, and we might have an upset brewing, but the visitors respond immediately. J.P. Pickles with the extra mustard to find who else? Yeah, you know, Traylon, see you later. This was an awesome back-and-forth contest, but it's NFC who pulls away late. Take a look at your final score, 56-40.
96 points!
North Florida Christian keeps things a-rolling.
My goodness. All right, let's get out to Trojan Field. Senior night. The attention on the what do we got here? We got Thomas County Central and
the Lee County Trojans.
Thank you.
And a 60-yard house call.
How about a house call? Ring, ring, hello, hello. That's a house call for Lee. But listen, they dropped out to that 10-0 lead. Justin Rogers, he's getting the Yellow Jackets fired up. They would get things going. Open the playbook. Sam Brown heaves it. His big tight end, Malachi Thomas, wide open. He'll walk it for 6. What a play call right there by Justin Rogers and the bunch. This was just the beginning. If you didn't think this game had meaning, check it out. No call for PI. Coach Fabrizio, he's upset. Holy cow. Man, he's not happy about that. TCC all flare on offense in this one. Double reverse pass to follow up the double pass. Adam Hopkins, War Eagle, 14-10. Central tied at 17.5, but the Jackets weren't done. Brown tosses to Tyler Floyd, reverse, another walk-in touchdown for the Jackets. Man, they were opening up the playbook in this one. Sam Brown, he's going to call his own number right here. TCC up 31-24, and they would pull away late. Back-to-back top 10 wins for the Yellow Jackets. What a season they're having. 39-30 your final.
All right, let's keep things going. Sunshine State Athletic Conference. Coach Lee and the Holmes Blue Devils. That's who the Sneads Pirates were hosting at the Shipyards tonight, trying to move to 9-0. A 46-33 shootout. Pick it up earlier in the drive. Pirates looking to punt. No, they're not. Yeah, this one's going to the end zone. This was a safety for the Blue Devils.
Kicks it out of there.
Holmes is driving. They get a little swing toss to the big man, Nash Ammons. Nash just gashing the defense, mashing his way. 9-0. The visitors spring out to an early lead. But yeah, Sneads, yeah, you don't keep a good bucko down. QB sneak, Avon Tyus, 9-6 now the second quarter score. Holmes close to the goal line. Jonathan Whitten bullying his way across. 16-6 Blue Devils, but Sneads answers the call again. This team is so tough, they just get off the mat. Jason Patterson, who else? Direct snap. This fella right here is going to be special wherever he goes at the next level. He's already special here. 79 yards, 16-12. Devils respond again. Landon Lumpkin. Boy, that's on the all-name team, right? That's the fake. Brighton Young, 23-12. Looked like they would even things up, but Sneads gets off the mat and surges in the second half. 40-30, wave the Jolly Roger. Coach Thomas and the boys stay undefeated.
Unbeaten. How about it? The Lincoln Band. Boogie. Boogie, 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 boogie. Gene Cox. It was tied at 7.5 against Dillard. Third quarter. It's a trap. The Trojans fake the punt. Everyone falls for it, including the camera guy. Eventually, big number 44, Jamarian Stevenson rumbling. First down. All right, Creek Carter gave him a 10-7 lead right there. The Panthers would answer right back. Very next play from scrimmage. It's a coming. And Antoine Jackson takes it to the house. Man, he's fast. Look, the camera was having trouble keeping up with him right there. 14-0 Dillard. Later in the third, after that house call, it's 21-10. Armani Norcius drops in the dime. Absolutely in stride for 6. That made it 28-10. Not a good day at the office for the Trojans. They fall in this one. Look at your final, 35-10 at the hands of the Dillard Panthers.
All right, let's keep things on a move-in. Listen, to our west, Blountstown's really good. So is Port St. Joe. Good matchup. Let's just get right to it.
Let's do it.
Let's head on that way. B-Town it is. Bulls Field it is. Blountstown hosting PSJ, coming through that tunnel, looking to spring off the upset against the Tiger Sharks. Josh Pope finding Aiden Richard. Oh, that's not the pass down the sideline. Whatever. You get the idea. All I can tell you is this. Blountstown came to play. Look at this one. Woo! Roped in. Beautiful. Couple plays later, here comes Elon Johnson up the middle for the score. 7-0 early first quarter. But let's take you later on in the first quarter because the Sharks now trying to find some rhythm. Devin Catino finding Lawan Zakaro, but his knee is down.
I was going to say.
No whistle. Zakaro picks up a sizable gain.
Looked like it.
But later on that drive, PSJ, 4th down attempt, didn't go for the points. Probably should have because very next play, Johnson, see ya. All the way to the Hizay. Blountstown was all fired up. B-Town with the big upset tonight. Your final score, Blountstown does it 42-14.
That's not an upset. That's a drumming right there. Holy cow. All right, here we go. Rickards and Arnold. Unfortunately, Raiders, a lot better than the record might indicate here.
I will note that the Panama City station that our sister wrote that.
I like it.
Yeah, we're not
because there's touchdowns on the screen, baby. That's a punt all the way back. Goodness gracious, 2. That seems like Keon Brown to me. All right, here we go. Right here, end around, 53-yard touchdown. Yes, sir. Get off me, sir. That's a touchdown right there. That wasn't 53 yards, but it was a touchdown. 14-0 here. Arnold battling back. No, they're not. It's all Rickards tonight. Goodness gracious. I mean, can Arnold tackle Ryan Kelly?
Yeah.
I'm not quite sure because that's another touchdown right there. Take a look at your final on this one. How about the Rickards Raiders? 42-6, district champs.
How about it? How about it? How about it? Congratulations to Coach Lewis and the gang. Hardaway and Bainbridge. Centennial Field was the joint. All fired up. That kid should be playing linebacker. What are we doing, Coach Littleton? The Bearcats looking for 7 more. Hand off to Keenan Phillips. Watch him rumble and stumble.
And drag.
Not denied. Drags a Hawks defender all the way with him. Extra points good. 14-0. Very next, 3 and out. Hawks trying for the fake punt. Yeah, Bainbridge knows better. Come on. This is Bearcat Country, USA. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Phillips up the gut again. Touchdown number 2 for him. Your final score, because this was a runaway tonight at Centennial Field, 42-0.
All right, Havana next on the docket. Gadsden hosting Godby. Cougs moving the ball right before the half. Jalen Allen, hard run, but Godby has no timeouts to stop the clock. And here he goes. There he goes. No timeouts to stop the clock. All right, then it's Gadsden. First Jaguar drive at intermission, and they're on the move. 3rd and forever. Shantarius Thomas finds Nasser Williams to move the sticks. Holy smokes. But Jackson's field goal and Godby makes him pay. Have to show you this before we show you the final. Christian Sims on the rollout, rolling to his right. It's a coming because this is a great play. Spoiler, you might see it a little bit later. Finds his man. Delvian Zanders, touchdown.
Over the defender.
Godby, tip drill. Doesn't matter, touchdown. All right, take a look at your final. It is Gadsden in this. Godby in this one, 24-14. How about the Cougs?
Ooh, we're all over the place tonight. Veterans Memorial Stadium, that's Thomasville, hosting Crisp County. The Cougars, or as I call them, the Fighting Taylor Walls. Of course, a Cordial boy himself. Bad snap for Chris. Bulldogs going to recover here, knocking on the door. No, excuse me, that's a big pickup for Cole Shaw. We keep getting ahead of ourselves. There's your bad snap. The Dogs get it, and they are just a barking woof, woof, woof. Couple plays later, it'll be Levante Cole getting the call all the way, gets the edge for the touchdown. Let's just show you the final
all
here,
Dogs,
because this was a blowout, 44-0 for THS.
All right, I have to love the FAMU DRS cheerleaders. Ben Kaplan said they stole the show tonight, so good on you, ladies, right there. Bringing the spirit. JP2 on the road. 7-0 home team. First quarter, Baby Rattlers D doing its best. Girls gets Tremaine Hughes Jr. But couldn't for long. Hughes, he is one of the best athletes in our area. He's slippery, evades the rush, then another defender, crosses field, on his way to the end zone. You serious right there. 14-0. Panthers get a little lucky. Hughes gets a tip pass right here, right into the hands of Jamari Blackshear. Oh, man, missed opportunity there. Take a look at your final because it was all JP2 in this one. 67-0.
When you're hot, and Coach Hill and the boys definitely hot. Let's take a look at the big board, shall we? What scores might we have? Now, we had some trouble finding some finals tonight.
Scores,
so if you've got one of these blanks, Leon, Seminole County, Liberty, please let us know. But couple interesting things here. Lowndes bounces back 35-3.
Big win.
Brooks County with a big-time shutout. Unfortunate loss for Valwood. Lafayette holds off Jefferson. Florida High remains perfect. Berrien keeps winning, pal.
Berrien keeps winning, and look at Clinch and Cook both falling. So a little shake-up in the Super 6 in our future.
Maybe. All right, plays of the week and game of the week coming up after this. Did you miss us? That was fast. Plays of the week.
That was fun,
Let's go ahead and do it. And let's go ahead and start at J.D. Jones Stadium with the Wakulla War Eagles in the first play from scrimmage. Owen Cleese, Samron Brinson, 80 yards, house call. They win the battle, lose the war. Suwannee gets the win in this one in a phenomenal game between two old school rivals.
I mean, what a pitch and catch, though. And look at this. Keenan Phillips for the Bainbridge Bearcats. Woo! And then he's just going to drag this man to pay dirt. What a play. 40 yards for the score. Big winners are the Bainbridge Bearcats.
All right, and then the Godby Cougars. How about this? It's Mr. Sims.
Making a play.
It's a scramble. It's a tip drill, and it's a score. A beautiful, beautiful night. Godby gets themselves a win. You can, of course, vote for that on our Twitter page at WCTV Sports. Last week's winner.
Yes, last week. NFC Wakulla, an instant classic. Fake punt, JP Pickles to Traylon Ray. That was a huge play en route to a 38-35 win over Wakulla. Wakulla dropped 2 in a row now.
Yeah, against 2 really, really good teams.
Very good teams.
All right, so there is no poll for Game of the Week this week. Cairo, your banner is sitting there behind the desk because we've got news for you. West Thomas Stadium is where we're headed. The final week of the regular season delivers with a fantastic South Georgia rivalry, a region showdown in 4A between the Bainbridge Bearcats and the Cairo Syrup Makers, both of whom have gotten so much better as the season has gone on. A rivalry game with a lot of huge stakes, Dom.
Region title on the line. I mean, what more could you want? The Syrup Makers and the Bearcats. I love the color, right? The color contrast there. It's good stuff. And South Georgia football, it's my favorite.
It is great stuff. We're going to have an awesome week heading into playoffs. If you are in town for FAMU homecoming, welcome back to the highest of 7 hills. If you are in town for Florida State tomorrow, let's see if the Noles can bounce back against the Yellow Jackets. We'll have all of that for you coming up tomorrow at 11. But for now, for Dom, I'm Ryan. That's your Football Friday night, y'all. Peace out.